he repeatedly noticed deli bags full of feces placed near the grave of his mother, Linda Torello, multiple times. And so he contacted the police. He's like, this is why he's got the angry selfie in front of the grave, right?
I recognize the bags because I work at this deli.
You are!
There it is.
Hell yeah, boss!
Oh, hey!
Oh, yeah!
Good morning and welcome to episode 1048 of Hard Factor. It is Wednesday, September 28th, 2022. Thank you for cheating on the news with us today. Wes has all the top stories you need to know, including more from the chess world in today's cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, this will probably hopefully be the last time I talk about this chess thing, but it is just too good.
Hopefully
yeah, right.
not.
You love this story. You're gonna be
not.
You're gonna be talking about it for years.
I love.
Hopefully, we'll be
this
talking
story.
to Hans about it, laughing.
Yeah. Reached out to him again.
Right. Any update on that? Did you get
Nope.
Hans?
Nope. Haven't
Well,
gotten
I don't know
Hans
if you
yet.
mentioned in your story. I don't want to blow it. Is it the offer he got?
Yeah.
Okay, well, then I won't blow it. I mean, when he's getting offers like that, I don't know if he's going to do our show yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So so some people out there with maybe a bigger bankroll are going
Yes.
after Hans. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. All right. Fine. Still, the invite still stands, Hans.
Yeah.
I've got a new segment all listeners submitted for What the Fuck Wednesday called Sour Grapes.
Hell yeah.
It's about some people that got some sour grapes. And then Mark's got a couple of lovers who took things a little too far to take us out of
Yeah.
this one.
That's true. You get lovers get passionate. These people got a little too passionate. Yeah.
They sure did. I read one of them and passion.
Too far. You'd
Lots of
say.
passion.
Too far, you'd say.
Way too far. Also, shout out Tampa, shout out St. Pete. Those shirts are dropping this Friday. Say it, Mark, for the people.
Shout out Tampa. Shout out St. Pete. Hopefully Ian is whisking by you forever as you're listening to this, right?
Yes.
So
Yes, hopefully.
depending on how bad Ian is, we're gonna probably have to donate all the money to Tampa. So hopefully Ian's
Potentially so.
Yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully everyone's safe.
Right. Stay safe out there, Florida. But shout out Tampa. Shout out St. Pete. The shirts are dropping.
Yep.
Store.hardfactor.com this Friday. Please, another thing we need to do. Please, if you can, if you're listening to this and you care about the Hard Factor business and you want to help us succeed, please DM at TikTok US on Twitter. Okay. DM at TikTok US on Twitter and beg them to bring back at Hard Factor News on TikTok, because we hear this may be the only way for the ban bots to stop rejecting our appeals to have our account restored. So, as you know, we got the main TikTok ban. You can still follow us at Hard Factor on TikTok, but at Hard Factor News, we had a pretty big account going, or a good sized account, and it got flushed. Please,
it was monetized. We were getting some sponsorship opportunities there. So yeah, that'd be great if you could.
right.
Do
So
that.
please DM at TikTok US on Twitter and beg them to bring back at Hard Factor News on TikTok. Also, trivia is tomorrow, Thursday, September 29th, starting at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. The link is already up in the Discord or in the Patreon. Send in the car, patreon.com/hardfactor if you want to join.
I'll put it in the Discord today.
Ooh, there we go.
Same link, but you get in I think 15 minutes early, so 8:15
This is
Eastern
when the
time.
room
you
opens.
You can open the door. Yeah,
That's right.
I'm gonna bring the little guy tomorrow. I think.
nice.
Help me out.
Oh,
So you're gonna
he's
have
probably going to crush, though. He's going to
Yeah.
be good at trivia.
Well,
gonna
I
hear
don't
a few.
know. It's a lot of stuff that is out of his time.
Age, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's true.
I'm gonna be drinking, Wes.
No, I know. Trust me, I've already thought about what you're gonna
He's
say.
gonna see me in a different light.
Yeah, it gets loose over there on the bonus content.
Yeah.
Also sign up
See how
for
it
our
goes.
two exclusive shows each week for dirtier jokes, like Wes's son is about to hear, and more on the Hive Hour and Florida Man Friday. That's available on Anchor subscriptions, Spotify subscriptions, Patreon. You can put that into your Apple Pods bonus shows. Get in on it.
All right, you guys want to do the news?
Hell yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
All right, first things first, we want everyone in Florida to know what we're thinking about you. Again, shout out Tampa, shout out St. Pete, especially. Ian is expected to make itself known Wednesday. Could hit Florida as a Cat 4, although right now it's a 3 with sustained winds of 120 miles an hour. It's fucking up Cuba. At the time of this recording, Governor DeSantis warned that catastrophic flooding and storm surges are going to be, probably the biggest deal when it comes to Ian. His ass might sit over you guys for a while and drop up to a foot of rain in some places. So
hopefully not. Like what happened in
not,
Houston, 5 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the danger. Is the biggest danger is the flooding. I would.
Yeah, well, it's supposed to slow down when it hits Cuba, right? And I guess you want it to go north quickly so that it doesn't regain speed before it hits Florida again.
The problem is the waters there are warmer, so that's how it builds strength. The warm waters help it build, so hopefully it doesn't make landfall any further. Just to refresh your memories, Cat 3 hurricane is winds of 111 to 130 with extensive damage, storm surges of 9 to 12 feet, and then a Category 5 goes up is above 155 with storm surges of 19 feet, and it's just catastrophic damage.
Luckily, they're pretty rare.
They are pretty rare.
Right.
4 is nothing to fuck with, and 3 is nothing to fuck with. But we'll keep you updated.
A lot of those houses, are built for hurricanes, but nothing's built for water levels of feet high. Like it's a flooding that's really really bad.
No,
Right.
absolutely not.
That'd be incredible if they built a completely flood-proof house.
It like vacuums the water out right away.
Like you just sit there in the water, you're like
evaporates it
watching
somehow.
water rise over your windows, and that'd
Sounds
be
like
cool.
a Dr. Seuss contraption.
It doesn't exist though, unfortunately.
No, doesn't
For
exist.
people,
But
Hurricane Alley,
if you are listening to this early and still have time, I have some tips that I saw on the internet about how to stock up. This one I thought was great from people in Key West. It says when hurricanes supply shopping, lay your wine bottles flat in the shopping cart, and then you can fit more in your cart.
Great tip.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Great tip.
everyone stocked up. A lot of friends in Florida sent pictures. And they're stocked up.
Hurricane parties. I mean, that's the thing.
parties,
That's the thing to do. You get off school. Katrina was horrible in Louisiana, but it was a great hurricane party in Baton Rouge before the massive cleanup started. So
Yeah. Here's another image that I just actually noticed. There's a hand in this photo, and it says, hurricane tip, freeze your water bottles to keep your refrigerator colder for longer when the power goes out, and drink them as they defrost.
It's definitely a human hand.
Yeah, and then I didn't even see the human hand until right now.
Oh yeah, that's why it went viral.
It says
prank.
hands down. This is the best advice I can share.
Hands down.
You got it eventually.
Yeah, I got it eventually. Yeah. All right, moving on. Update on the butt plug chess saga that we can't get enough of. So some new developments. It seems we are not the only ones that are demanding action to resolve this scandal. According to Vice, Strip Chat, which is an adult webcam site that claims to have a monthly viewership of 400 million people.
Bullshit.
Which is insane.
Bullshit. No,
400 million.
had either of you guys
The
heard of
entire
Strip
US.
Chat? Yeah. Have either of you guys heard? None of us.
I
know.
think I've seen
Never
like
heard of it.
banner ads for it, like on a
Okay,
porn
come
site.
on. 400 million a month. Get the fuck out of here. Uniques, no chance.
That CEO would be the richest man in the world.
If they had 1/100th of that, 4 million, I'd be surprised. If they had 4 million uniques. Yeah.
Well, they're willing to shell out some
Lots
money.
of bots.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of bots. They've got enough money. They're willing to shell out $1 million for a chess match because upon Hans Niemann beating Magnus Carlsen, they sent a letter to Hans. And what it says is, "Dear Hans, congratulations on your victory to number one Magnus Carlsen. It's a shame that you're being ridiculed by the chess community, potentially cheating. Claims that you use wireless vibrating anal beads to gain
Reminding
upper hand are ridiculous."
Unbelievable.
And with that being said, Strip Chat would like to offer you $1 million to play a game of chess live on Strip Chat naked to prove that you are actually good at chess. And it's not even against Hans or against Magnus, which sucks, but just to they're going to make him play anyone good naked.
Can
basically.
you bring that? Can you bring that back up again?
Yes.
So this is clearly like a copy paste, like type send to sponsors thing. Like, why would he care that they receive 400 million views? He probably would want less people to watch him naked. So like,
Right.
Yeah.
they put in like they once again slipped in
Also-
400 million views, which is bullshit.
Yeah. Also, Wes missed the PS on there. He said, "PS, this is $1 million worth of strip chat equity."
Right.
That-
Exactly.
That's not. It's not. We don't have the actual million.
No.
It does
We'll
say
owe
up
you.
to 1 million.
You can get 50 free years of strip chat
Yeah.
access.
With 3% of strip chat.
We'll give you $1 million worth of strip coins, which is what you give to our strip chat users to tip them. It's like currency.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
It might be a really big business, actually, but.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, dude, porn's huge. Like OnlyFans is like the second. It made the second most money of any website last year.
Well, yeah, it's
big.
Porn's big.
Fine. One more thing on this. A new theory has come out. It says Magnus suspected there was a mole, the leaker in his inner circle. So if you watch the Queen's Gambit, you know that these chess nerds run in circles and they strategize with each other. And they come up with how the other guy's going to play, strategy, all this other shit. And Magnus
Like a
thinks that he
boxer
had
sparring, right? You bring in someone that has a similar style. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So he had suspicions that there was a mole in his group, and his suspicions were confirmed when Hans fell for a trap. Hans admitted it was like an obscure move that had never been played before, and Hans fell for it. And Hans admitted in the post-game interview that it was a miracle that he prepped for that opening in the morning prior to the game. So, Hans is like, it was a miracle. I just happened to be preparing for this once in a lifetime move that nobody's ever done.
Oh, Magnus is so cocky. He was like telling his boys the
so
move he was going to do.
Wouldn't that be definitely not anal beads? Just Magnus just bragging about what moves he's going to do.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the anal beads thing is pretty much all us at this point.
How about yeah, exactly.
Okay, so
Chat
that's
got it from us.
All right. So you're telling me that this was really what it was. Magnus was like, somebody leaked my move to him.
Yeah, then that's why he's been. He doesn't know who it is yet, so he feels betrayed. That's why he's
Magnus
not.
is the
So play him
fucking
again.
moron that told everybody what move he was going to
Yeah,
do.
play him again and
again.
don't tell anyone the moves you're going to do.
Play him again. That's what I say. That's right, Mark. So we'll see.
He can't help himself. He has to
Matt-
tell someone how smart he's going to be in the chess match.
What a piece of shit. If that's really why he's refusing to play this dude, Magnus is just a loser. Like he's not not a champion.
clearly.
It's like Mark said, he's just lost the touch. And
Maybe
he's
there's
scared
a
to
reason
play
why
it.
your inner circle wants to tell people because you're such a douchebag. Maybe look in the mirror.
I mean, listen. In nature, eventually that lion gets his ass kicked by the younger lion, and then he takes over.
I would bet on Hans if they rematched. I mean, he's
too.
in that dude's head.
No.
Oh, so far. I mean,
know.
Magnus is losing his mind.
That's
That's really the reason. Because he told somebody and then Neiman found out about it. He can't just be like, oh fuck, I shouldn't have told somebody. He has to like withdraw from the thing and talk about how it's a big fucking deal.
Which he may or may not have, but Hans is such a troll that he's like, it is a miracle that I prepared for that move. Like, gamesmanship there.
Yeah. I think Hans cheated, but who cares? I want to see him play. Let's get him to play.
I hope he only cheats against Magnus
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
forever.
Let's check in on Russia real quick. Putin has now sent armed military personnel from the FSB, which is Russia's Federal Security Service.
KGB.
Yeah, it's like the new KGB.
Yeah. They're like the I mean, look at these guys. They've got like
CIA,
masks
KGB
on.
combined, yeah.
They've got there's some shady looking characters. And they've sent them to the borders to quote unquote for crowd control and definitely not to stop any young men from crossing over the border that are dodging the draft. And
No,
they
not
won't,
that.
Well, they're probably the only people on Putin's side because we did that deep dive on Putin. He was like the head of the FSB. Like
He's a big time FSB
he's like,
guy.
He was like big time FSB.
But also the thing about
KGB.
FSB and KGB is that they all turn on each other in the end. So like they're all supportive of each other up until the moment they poison one another or push each other out a window.
They picked the winner. They picked the winning side. Like right now, they'd be jumping ship to Hans. Like in the metaphor, like in the chess world, FSB.
Right, exactly. Yeah, you'd
now
think they're getting
shifting
close to it.
Allegiance to Hans. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
So Russia is actually expected today to pass a regulation that will require authorization for any young men to leave Russia.
Okay.
So they haven't passed that yet, but it's likely going to go into law through the parliament today.
We also have to picture what was it, like an 11-mile long line.
I forget which border.
Oh yeah, here it
was,
is, Mark.
10
Look,
miles.
you can see it. The border from Georgia from space today looks like this. And I mean that's cool and everything, but I'm kind of tired of everyone saying that you know stuff you can see from space. Because check it out, this is my Costco from space.
That's
you
a
can
good
see
point.
it. You can see everything from space.
Yeah.
It's not impressive anymore.
You know what? I still have the tree over my back fence, and we finally called for the 4th time, and the guy goes, "Oh, I can see the tree from space." Like he on the call, he got.
Oh, really? He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I got the satellite of that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure enough, right
I
there.
can see it right there.
You can see everything from space.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Stop
what you're
using that
doing
line.
outside, yeah.
God, I almost the last time Google came through my neighborhood, when you see the car coming through,
Little bot car. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't think
Cameras
quick
on
enough. And next time I want to try to moon it or something, and
that'd be great.
Get your ass on that
You
street
should.
view.
It
Yeah.
stays
Do you think
there.
they would cover it up, like blur it?
I don't think they'd see it. I don't think they'd see it.
Probably not. Well, yeah.
So if you're out there and you can and you see the thing, you should try to moon it.
That
I mean,
would be a funny Twitter account or Instagram account, like
Yeah.
Google getting got, like the like crack, people smoking crack.
I think they
and this
have
guy
one.
taking
I think
a shit.
there
Yeah.
is one.
Yeah.
We should look that up.
That's a funny account.
I know I've seen some funny ones before. But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, moving on to some sad news, guys. If you saw the Anthony Bourdain documentary Roadrunner, you know that his ex Asia Argento had a very powerful grip over Bourdain. His colleagues in the documentary saw her as the figure that pretty much brought down the entire show.
She's
It was
Yoko.
What's that?
She's Yoko.
Yeah, exactly. He was just obsessed with her, in love with her. Everything she did was great. He forgot who he was. Now,
Is that her behind you, us on the picture?
no, that's not. That's Lindsay Marsh. We'll get to her later. We're gonna get to her later. Don't you worry. I know you're excited to get to her. Look at her. Yeah, but we'll get to her later. Now, new information has come out.
Who's that in the back?
Yeah, that's Lindsay Marsh.
Right.
But this is about
Asia
Bourdain's ex.
Argento.
Asia
Yeah.
Argento,
Well, yeah. So now new information has come out about his final days before committing suicide in a newly released text that he sent to his ex-wife, Octavia Busia Bourdain, which he says, quote, I hate my fans too. I hate being famous. I hate my job. I'm lonely and living in constant uncertainty. So very dark. And it may have been his obsession with Asia that finally did him in. Breakups are tough. You see your woman with another man. Sometimes you can go crazy. And Anthony Bourdain had some, demons. He had some, drug problems. He was a dark gentleman. So before he died in 2018, he saw photos. This is in an unauthorized biography about that some dude wrote. He saw photos of Asia dancing with French reporter Hugo Clement in a Roman restaurant that Asia and Anthony used to go to together. It was like their spot. Like, hey, let's go to our spot.
A
He sees a picture-
Frenchman.
Yeah, a Frenchman. And he went nuts. He went crazy. He looked up this guy on the internet hundreds of times looking for his photo. He argued with Asia.
Probably handsome.
Oh, he's probably very handsome. And then he said,
Well, wasn't she a lot younger than him too? Like this is.
Yeah, she was definitely younger. I mean,
He was set up.
Yeah.
He was set up for a bad situation.
This
here.
guy
Oh,
could do
it
the
was-
tango with her, and his knees couldn't hold up. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not going to end good for.
That's why he got
Anthony.
into the jujitsu, probably.
He got into everything because of her. I mean, he started doing weird stuff because of her. Like if you meet you're a smoker and then you meet someone that you really want to bang and you're like, I don't smoke, and then you can quit smoking for 7 days.
You think he did this with everything in his life?
Yeah, exactly.
Just to be with her?
Yeah, exactly.
Sad.
Sounds like,
and it drove him nuts.
Sounds like a Colin Phillips move. Shout out Colin.
Yeah. I don't drink. And then he sent this to Asia. I am okay. I am not spiteful. I'm not jealous that you have moved on with another man. I do not own you. You are free, as I said, as I promised, as I truly meant. But you were careless. You were reckless with my heart, my life. And then 5 days later, he killed himself. She wrote that she couldn't take it.
The Frenchman.
Yeah. And then
That's tough. That's tough.
he said, "Is there anything I can do?" And she said, "Stop busting my balls." And then he wrote back, "Okay." And then he hung himself. So pretty tough.
To his
Pretty tough.
ex-wife or to
To Asia.
To Asia.
Oh.
Yeah. Asia. Asia's
He's
who
obsessed
did it.
with Asia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Asia's who did it, man. Let's move on.
Whoa.
That's that.
Yeah, another bad one. If you're a dog lover, if you're a dog lover, fair warning, this one is not great. Guys, this is Amber Rose. And
we know who Amber Rose. Oh, different Amber Rose.
different Amber Rose.
It is bad.
Yeah. That's her boyfriend, Frank. The two, as you can see, they like to fuck and they like to hunt.
They're right in front of a bunch of deer carcasses that they just skinned up. Right,
which is great, you know.
It's major
fucking
shake
hunting.
that bear vibes. If you're familiar.
Oh,
Shake
they
that,
love
yes.
that video.
That's their identity.
Absolutely, Mark. Yeah. However, Amber's making national headlines because she and Frank are both morons. Actually, I don't think Frank was with her on this one, but you see, while out hunting for bears, all of a sudden opportunity knocked, and a young wolf appeared in the forest. So Amber, seeing her chance to bag her first wolf, shot the shit out of it. Then posted these pictures on her Facebook, and they're blurred out. They're blurred out because she skinned the wolf. She skinned the wolf and then put the wolf on her truck bed. Okay, yeah, Mark. I was going to ask you, see any problem with this?
Yeah, it's not a wolf.
Okay. No, it's not a wolf.
Clearly a husky.
It's a
It's
dog.
a Siberian husky. It's a dog.
Malamute or whatever. Yeah,
it's a
one of
husky.
those. It's a dog.
It's a husky.
Domesticated dog.
She wrote on her Facebook.
Clearly, it's got like tags on it.
Oh, it's a beautiful Siberian
groomed.
husky. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. It's a beautiful Siberian husky. She wrote on her Facebook, so this morning I set out for a solo predator hunt for a black bear, for a fall black bear. However, I got the opportunity to take another predator wolf pup. 2022 was a great feeling to text my man and say I just smoked a wolf pup. Hashtag
You see the tag said Wolfie on it.
Yeah, hashtag one less predator MT Montana.
Which neighbor's husky was it?
So
The angry one.
So what happened is she was in this this forest, and I guess a bunch of dogs got dropped in the forest, like abandoned, like puppies or something. They were like huskies and shepherd mixes, and they were just running around. And
They're feral dogs.
Okay.
yeah, they're pretty much feral dogs. So
Okay, that makes it less crazy.
It's not a house pet. It's slightly better than a house pet.
right, but still,
Right. How did she not know it was a husky though?
because she's an idiot.
She's a moron.
She's a moron. And you know, Facebook lit up like a KKK bonfire. People were quick to point out what a fucking heartless moron she was. One user had a great point saying, also the fact she's calling it a pup concerns me, that she thinks it's okay to hunt young animals, which, as you know, is not good for area's ecosystem.
Point. This wolf cub.
Yeah. So
Neil never see his mother again.
yeah, I got
Smoke me a cub.
Yeah. So after the backlash, Amber quickly changed her story to that of a harrowing tale of survival. It was her, the beast, saying she shot the husky in self-defense, saying,
Yeah.
quote,
All of a sudden, she's Liam Neeson in that movie, surrounded by wolves, right?
yeah, the gray. Yeah.
The gray,
Yeah. She said, quote, I purchased my wolf tag prior to leaving for a bear hunt. In the event, I ran into a wolf in which I came into encounter with that what I thought would be was a hybrid during this time. My safety was top priority. This animal was growling, howling, and coming at me like it was going to eat me. Yes, I made a mistake because I think it was a hybrid wolf pup, she wrote.
That's not what her first caption said when
No.
she's smiling and she said, I went out to hunt, looked for a bear, I found this
ran
predator,
across
I
this-
shot this pup, and I was happy about it.
Right.
She didn't
Shot this
mention,
thing from
she didn't
100
mention
yards
any Usually a hunter will mention if there was like a harrowing experience in their first.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Listen,
the first post would have been very different.
Yeah, I was the hog was chasing me down in the mud. I fell backwards and shot upwards. You know, like come on, bullshit.
she saw this white-looking creature from afar and shot the shit out of it. And she thought,
How did her boyfriend not understand it was a husky? 'Cause
Well, I guess he
took the
wasn't-
pictures of
He was
her.
at work.
he wasn't with her because she said
No,
she
who
texted
took the
him.
pictures of her then in the
I don't
truck?
know. I have no idea.
She had a friend verify.
Friend.
They're like, yeah, that's a wolf pup, all right.
Right. Yeah.
Look at that wolf pup you smoked.
Maybe
maybe
they were on
maybe she
meth.
had like a little tripod. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was
Yeah, she's taking those. She's timing photos of
I mean,
herself.
listen, hunters do
runs back
that.
to the dead dog.
Carcass. Yeah.
Hunters will take a little tripod out to if they by themselves.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, the police said there were 11 dogs which were released into that part of the
there's 10.
forest, and now there's 10. Yeah.
Oh
So-
man,
Well, probably less than that. There's probably a few that got taken out by natural if they were puppies,
or by
but then-
themselves.
Right.
Is she gonna get in trouble for this?
Yeah, they're doing an investigation. I mean, look, she's an idiot for posting these pictures. She should have realized immediately when she walked.
She's
up on
actually
the
shouldn't get in
carcass.
too much trouble. Yeah.
Right, but from afar,
A
I
feral
can
dog,
see how
not
she
too much
thought
trouble.
it could have been a wolf. But once she skinned it and then posted pictures of it. Like
Yeah,
she
these pictures of the
splayed on her.
She's so dumb.
No, this is like the lady yesterday who didn't take the time to wipe the dog shit off her mouth and then got
Yes.
hospitalized for it. This lady killed a husky and was so happy about thinking it was a wolf, didn't realize it was a husky for like hours later after she had, as you said, Wes, completely disemboweled the animal.
Yeah.
As we know, Jupiter is awfully close these days.
Yeah.
She was one step away from making it a rug in her house. If she didn't post it to Facebook and get called out immediately for being an idiot. I mean, she was very proud. So, you know,
Let's not kid ourselves. That's still probably going to go up in her house.
Yeah, definitely.
She didn't skin it and tan the hide for nothing.
No.
Wes.
Right.
Well, it started dead. Frank's
It'd be a shame for it to go to waste now.
Yeah.
It is soft.
It is very soft. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably softer than a wolf, actually. All right, guys. Let's move on to the final story of the day, or
The cream of the crop!
guys, divorces are messy. They can tear, families apart. They can turn two people who once loved each other into mortal enemies, especially in the final proceedings when everything's divided up amongst the two parties. Who gets the house, who gets the kids, who gets the dogs. And as was the case for one Utah couple who had been married for 25 years, Linda and Chris Marsh. Here's old Chris, and then Will, this is Linda. There she is.
Okay. Both silver foxes.
Yes.
What's that
That's what's
tattoo
going
between her
on here.
huge boobies?
I do not.
That's
know,
awesome.
But
Yeah,
it
that's
is
Giant boobs, and there's
There
like a
they
flame in between
are.
them or something. Yeah.
Yeah, you want to know what's down there for
Here
sure.
she is
Oh,
again.
wow.
I mean,
Yoga
she's
poses.
something, isn't she? So, as was the case with them, Linda and Chris March, who gets the sexy boudoir photo album that Lindsay gave Chris while they were still married, and that answer, according to one judge, is Chris. Chris gets to keep the album of racy photos and love messages and
nudes.
This has
That's
left Lindsay
fair.
and
Big
women
win.
everywhere.
It's a big win
Flabbergasted.
for Chris.
Huge win for
It's a
Chris.
huge.
I mean,
win for
it's
Chris.
fair
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Like revenge porn should be a crime, but also the nudes you shared while you were married together.
That's right. If he posts these online, then he could get in trouble.
Yeah, no. If he posts them online, fuck him and put him under the jail, behind bars. But hey, when you shared the nudes as a married couple, come on, man. You're not gonna that you can't be demanding that
But on
back.
January 23rd, 2003, that rack was for Chris.
Yeah.
Exactly at the time.
You can tell why he wants them back. I mean,
Yeah, he wants the album. He needs the album.
first thing he's like, she can have the Lambo. Give me that album.
He might move on, but he's never getting rid of that album.
Right, exactly. But as Lindsay expressed, she was worried that he would leak the photos, blackmail, what happened. So the judge was like, okay, I can see how, that might be,
The
problematic.
judge was like, "Let me see the album."
Yeah, well, I'm sure the judge did see the album.
Yeah.
Have to review these muscles.
I'm going to go back to my chambers.
So the
Hours
judge-
later.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to give these to him. Huh? However, the judge finally came to his senses and said, "Whoa, I can see why he wants him back, but before you can have him back, Chris, I know that there's threats of blackmail and all this kind of stuff. So he ordered her body and identifying features to be blurred out in the album before she got it back. So now
Before he got it back. Wait, so like, her nipples are blurred out?
her face, her nipples, all her butt, they're all the nice stuff is blurred out. So now Chris,
the judge gave him a redacted version of
he
it.
did. He ordered that he would get, because he wanted. Chris claims that he wants the love messages in there as a
He made a
memento,
mistake there.
right? But now Chris has to jerk off to these blurred images of his ex-wife.
Picture's worth 1,000 words. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, also, he shouldn't be. I haven't gone through a divorce before, but I would imagine that both parties don't want to be jerking off to the other one after it's over.
Well, I mean, you never know. It might not have been mutual. Chris could be just still pining over.
I would have
it.
also just been snapping pictures of the boudoir thing with my iPhone, just like everything.
He's contacting every photo whiz out there to unblur these things.
The judge may be doing him a favor, is what I'm saying. Is like,
Yeah.
Chris, I spent the time with the documents, and I know why you're obsessed, but you need to move on. So
Yeah.
we're going to redact these images.
Yeah.
But they were impressive.
But you and I both know.
So he gets him back, though. I mean, it's going to be weird. And he claims that they weren't as racy as she's making them out to be, and she's like, just using all this for
Sure, they
attention.
weren't. She's doing backwards splits on rocks.
Well,
and she has
they're both
titty
like,
tattoo. Sure,
They can't help but be racy with these things. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
for sure. Also, they look like they're both like social media personalities, kind of looking
Yeah.
ish, right? Like they.
I mean, he's a weird looking dude.
He is, but they look like they like post shit for a living. Like they post pictures of themselves in exotic locations.
There they are back, and that's like late 80s probably. They're both nice and ripped and
right. Well, they're silver foxes. They're looking good for their age.
yeah. I mean, I think she's 40, 50 something. I don't know. Anyway,
she's gonna be fine.
Chris gets him back.
Yeah.
So Chris,
He's not going
out
to be
there.
fine. Chris is not going to be fine.
no,
He's
he's
gonna have a harder time. Yeah.
The judge is trying to help you out, Chris. Just move on. Stop. Don't even think about jerking it to the
this
redacted
blurred out
photo.
picture.
yeah.
This is okay.
If I squint, I can make out her.
When he's drunk, he's gonna try it, and then he's gonna throw the album against the wall. when it
He's like
doesn't
crossing his eyes like it's
Yeah.
like a hidden puzzle.
Yeah, the 3D magic eye.
Yeah, magic eye.
There's a nipple in here somewhere.
work. Still make it out.
He wakes up passed out next to it.
He's texting every whiz in Japan to get these
sure.
things unblurred.
Unblur this fucking thing.
Yeah. So that's that. And that's it for the cup of coffee, which was brought to you by our fantastic new sponsor, Factor. Guys, when you think of the fall, what do you think of?
A busy schedule, Wes.
Falling
Busy
leaves.
schedule, yeah. Sweatshirts, busy schedule,
that too.
holidays.
Everyone's
you
back
know,
at school, back at work, but
School.
busy.
You got something every day of the week in fall. You realize that? There's never a day that you don't have something you got to do in the fall.
It's busy. Luckily, Factor's ready-to-eat meal delivery keeps you fueled up and feeling good no matter how crazy the days and nights get. Whether you need a quick lunch or nutritious meal that's ready in minutes, Factor makes it easy, cheaper than takeout, and that's great for the fall time. They delivered the food today, had a delicious smoothie. My son had a delicious smoothie. Fantastic. Will, you tried one of the meals
I had a
already?
lunch. Yeah, it was like a beef and a potato with chives. Absolutely delicious. And also, I was in a pinch for time, ready so fast. It was incredible.
Microwave and oven. So idiots like me without a microwave can still eat it.
There you go.
Right. Absolutely. So they offer 30 plus meals a week. You can get smoothies, juices, snacks, keep you going.
They're
you
all
just
good.
Grab something, take it on the go. They have different meal plans like keto, chef's choice, calorie smart, vegan, any kind of diet you want. They have it and they will deliver it to you. So when you get home after a long day of work, all you do is you just pop one of these things in. You're getting a great meal and it's healthy, so you can feel good about what you're eating. I mean, It's easy to pack on the pounds in the fall time with all the holidays. So, why not eat well in between the holidays so you don't kill yourself, right?
They also have they have, if you want to get lean muscle, they got the Protein Plus if you want to meet.
That's
meat
right.
City, yeah. They got everything.
That's right. They got everything.
Yeah. So customizable.
Yeah.
That's right. So Factor has everything you need for a week of good eats. In addition to ready-to-eat meals, they have cold-pressed juices. I already said all that shit. So go to go.factor75.com/hardfactor130 and use promo code hardfactor130 to get $130 off across 6 boxes. That's code hardfactor130 at go.factor75.com/hardfactor130 for $130 off. And again, all this information about every single sponsor we have on this show is in the podcast description on both Spotify, YouTube, and Apple iTunes. So
everywhere you get the show.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guys,
look in the notes for the links.
Don't blow this for us. It's a factor thing.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's just it's an amazing product. Honestly, the price point is incredible. You're probably saving money compared to no matter what you're doing, unless you're like an incredible grocery shopper. And also, not only is it like healthy ingredients, like Wes was saying, it's the right size. Like for me, I have a problem like portion sizing. It takes the guesswork out of it. It's a healthy size portion.
Not too little, just right. Not too big.
It's awesome.
Yeah. We're gonna be eating crow if this doesn't work out. That's what I'm saying. Instead of eating Factor, which we should be.
Right. No, I'm going to be eating Factor no matter what.
No matter what.
Because, it's so
and
healthy.
using our code.
Exactly. Today's episode was also brought to you by my bookie. Hey, you guys know football and you pick winners all the time, right? I even saw that our percentage is going up
Oh,
week over
dude.
week.
What,
we were like
11-5 against the spread this week.
Yeah, we were over 500 for the first time this season. So look, we know football. We pick winners all the time. So do you, the listeners, the Hard Hive. So why not get paid for those winners that you pick at MyBookie? Okay, bet single games, money lines, or parlay multiple games together to increase your payouts. Low contest entry fees and over $500,000 to be won makes it so that you don't have to be a pro gambler to have fun or put down a ton of money. You can just get in there, start gaming on the football season and just enjoy, spread a little action. Getting started is easy. Just visit mybookie.ag and use promo code FACTOR on your first deposit to secure a double deposit bonus. That's promo code FACTOR, FACTOR, to get your first deposit matched dollar for dollar all the way up to $1,000. MyBookie is a proven sports book that makes it simple to bet and win. So make this your winning season exclusively at MyBookie. Go to mybookie.website/hardfactor and use promo code FACTOR to get the double deposit bonus and get in on all of the football action this season at MyBookie. So. Nice. And it's a good luck charm for us. It has been in the past, at least. Mark,
I use it. I withdrew.
This was the
grands.
March Madness run. Yeah.
I did withdraw some grands from it.
Ooh, buddy. MyBookie. Get in there. All right, fellas. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. Well, we don't call it that anymore at the top of the show, but back in the beginning of the show, we used to do only listener submitted stories. On Wednesdays, called it What the Fuck Wednesday. It was all like crazy listener submitted. Anyways, we've got more listener submitted stories. And they're about some people who are a little bit angry. So let's talk about...
And any crying or any excuses is just sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
Sour grapes.
Let's talk about some sour grapes, fellas. Thank you to Hard Factor Eric for that segment name and Macho Man clip suggestion. Very good. And to everybody else who submitted these next ones for the sour grapes segment. First up, from Hard Factor Ken, comes the latest Chet Hanks sighting at the Recovery Day Winnipeg event in Manitoba, Canada on Saturday. Saturday, September 10th. Mark, it's like a, I don't know, they're just like, it's like a outdoor town square.
Drug dealer's paradise is what it is.
Yeah, it sounds kind of AA. It sounds like
it is.
Okay, all right.
It is. Chet, recent, as you know, he went to rehab after like Fat White Boy Summer. Remember, there was White Boy Summer, and then he went to rehab. He got out, and he founded.
Then he went to White Claw Summer.
Right. He went to White Boy Summer, White Claw Summer, Rehab Summer.
Right, then Rehab. Right.
And then now he has Hanks Fit Summer. That's his new company. And we'll talk about Hanks Fit in a little bit. But first, I want you guys to see the clip down that some of the Canadians in attendance made at the Recovery Day Winnipeg event in Manitoba, Canada, Saturday, September 10th. Here's the first clip, and there's two. And we'll go over this.
Is Chet talking? Is this
Chet giving a speech? Yes, okay. He was the keynote speaker here. So here's the clip.
And you guys got a problem with the word God? Raise your hand if you got a problem with the word God.
Because you got a problem with me.
Nobody raised
with the word God?
Their hand that we could see. Nobody raised it.
Of course, no one raised their hand.
Get the fuck over yourself. And I mean that with love, brother. You want to drink fucking knockoff RC Cola or a real motherfucking Coke?
Coke.
Every step that led me to here on this stage, talking to you guys, is through the grace of God.
Parents asking him not to curse right now.
Yeah, okay. Take a kiss. Watch your fucking mouth. Come on up here, buddy.
I thought he wants to fight in front of his kid.
Yeah.
He's on drugs.
See, I'm used to this shit, you guys.
The dad walked
Part
away.
of my language for the children, but I speak from the heart and I speak bluntly. If you don't want your children to be exposed to profanity, then just take them somewhere else
It
right
says
now.
the children's tent or children's
Well, I
area is
didn't share
50
that
meters
with
from the
anybody.
stage, so they can't.
I tried to blend in and not have anybody. I never advertised that shit. I didn't want anybody to know because I just wanted to be treated like everybody else. But I'm telling you now, and if you guys are looking at me right now, and you're thinking, oh man, he probably thinks he's so much fucking better than me. Fuck this guy. Like that kook that was up here a few seconds ago.
He's a drag queen before.
I don't care.
Speaker before him.
Today. I don't care.
Everybody
if you think that
leaves.
about me today, I don't care.
People are leaving. Yeah.
It is what
All
it
the
is.
fans of the drag queen.
Yeah, this is the time. The time is right now. The place is right now. I don't care.
Everyone's left.
This is how I talk.
This is
If
okay.
that offends you, I apologize.
Yeah, so that's the kind of speech Chet was given at Recovery Day Winnipeg.
Guess that's one and done for him at Recovery Day.
Pretty electric.
Yeah. Well, threatening to beat up the dad in front of the kids' tent is some pretty sour grapes, but electric
Get
as
up
well.
here, you fucking piece of shit. Yeah, I didn't think you would.
I don't
pussy.
think you could.
I love you.
Yeah, but I love you. Out of love.
That's out of love,
Take
brother.
your
Love.
Take your little kook queer kids and get them the fuck out of here if they don't want to hear the fucking truth.
See that queer that was up here before me? Holy shit.
I love that the textual context. The children's permanent area it was within
Right.
earshot. So he's
He
like,
was
if you
doing it
don't
in
like
front
it,
of
get
the
your
kiddie
fucking
booth.
kids out of here. But they're like, they can't. Like, yeah.
Yeah, no, and Mark, because of that, because of the insanely awkward situation that Chet created there, as you could both see in the video, all the people near the stage got sour grapes themselves and had left by about 5 minutes into the aggressive speech being delivered by Chet Hanks. And then Chet went on to speak to a completely empty center floor about his Hanks Fit self-mastery program. For several more minutes.
He's got to talk about the program before he loses everyone.
Oh, of course, Mark. So
Did wonders for me. Check it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wes, you won't believe it. Wait till we get into
I've been
this.
using it like
Look how
crazy.
calm I am.
Look how chill I am, bro.
Yeah.
Wes, you won't believe how
Bastard.
good Hanks
Yeah.
Fit is. And fellas, I'm gonna let you know this was it was two super cuts. That first one was played through. The second one was very long, and I cut it down so you guys could see
Oh, we got to hear the program.
the speech. Just get a sense of what he was doing for several minutes in front of a completely empty event center there.
Posting my workouts, posting my process, my structure, my routine, my burpees, my journaling, my meditation, so on and so forth for the mind, body, and soul. What ended up happening was it resonated with a lot of people. People started reaching out to me. So I started a business, the Hanks Fit Self-Mastery Program, on January 1st of this year. I wake up at 4:45 in the morning every day. I do 100 burpees. Then I meditate for 20 minutes, then I go to the gym. I do a 2-hour workout at the gym. I eat the exact meals that I need to eat for my goals.
Hopefully
I
fat.
meditate, and then for the rest of the day, all day, I'm servicing my clients.
That's right.
This is like TV12, the meth version.
Yep. So during the pitch for recovering addicts to buy his fitness program, Chet Hanks claimed that doing 100 burpees a day is a key to, quote, self-mastery. And he claims he never stopped the daily burpee regimen, even directly before that speech he just gave right there, saying that he did it right before he took the stage in Winnipeg because it elevates his state of mind. And then he yelled at a parent to fight him on stage.
Hard to argue.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. To me, though, it seems like Chet kind of gave up the
I'm
secret
going
of
on the
the
website.
whole.
What's it called?
Mark, you don't have to go. I've got it for you right here.
Okay.
He kind of gave up the secret to the whole Hanks Fit program, though. Here it is, Mark. You can see.
Right.
It's
Now do
him-
I have to pay him. I just do the
Let's
burpees
get it.
and work out and then service my clients.
Hey, Mark.
look at that shit website. Looks like a pop-up ad.
I love it. Let's get it. It's him high as
Like
fuck.
a scam pop-up ad. Learn how I made my millions.
Yeah, he's also not using his famous last name correctly. He's misspelling.
But his dad does that. It's Hanx. His
dad does that
is
too?
the one who originated it. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay,
They-
I was
they
gonna
both
say,
do it.
definitely use the family, name. If that's what his dad
Yeah.
does, then apologies. Yeah.
Hanks
What do
Fit
you-
Club.
We'll put some strength emojis at the top.
Yeah. Let's get it. That's the button to join. And then he's got a little chat bot that says, "Hey, it's Chet. Send me a text here so we can get started." And it's him shirtless, just like doing a shirtless selfie. But guys, I think because of his speech, unfortunately, not only did he upset all of Canada, basically, and everybody who's in recovery, he also gave up the secret to the Hanks Fit program, because we probably don't need to pay him $300 a month now to have him tell us to do 100 burpees a day, right?
Well, that's just for the starter, Will. There's the gold membership.
Oh, it's for $750 for 3 months, and gold is for some reason cheaper than starter.
Well, because you bought 3 months, so you went gold, so you get a discount.
Right.
$299 a month. Wow.
$300 a month for Chet Hanks to tell you to do 100
Stop being
burpees a day.
pussy. It's priceless.
Wake up at 4:45 and I want to do drugs, so I just hit myself with a hammer.
Yeah,
over and over.
He doesn't go to bed. He stays. I'm still up at 4:45.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
bro.
yeah. He's not very far along if he's still waking up at 4:45. Because I remember those. I remember those days.
Yeah. Does he look like a guy who's like really chill in his recovery?
No, he's not doing it right.
No, Chet Hanks was somehow the event's headline speaker, fellas, in a lineup that also included Canada's drag race alumni Juicebox, who Chet insulted during his speech, as you guys saw. Boa, Kendall Gender. I'm assuming those are other maybe what's the term? Drag queens. Drag, is that it? And Kaus. So I think there's several of those, and an American actor, Tony Dennison. And that lineup was booked by some comedic genius because the clips of people walking away from Chet's angry speech are priceless.
You can't do a better booking than the drag queens into Chet, and then Chet being angry about the drag queens. That's
right.
Yeah,
that's perfect.
Yeah, and then he's like,
I was going to be calmer, but I can't.
What if we switch Chet and the drag queens?
No, they should have. Chet should have opened up.
Yeah. What if they had the drag queens come out while Chet was still talking?
He just punches one of them.
Yeah.
Ew. I don't think you would want to.
Yeah.
He was also claiming that he was broke when he got out of rehab. He's Tom Hanks' son. Okay.
That's why he's got 2 hours to go to the gym every day, because he doesn't have to do a goddamn thing.
It's an asinine business. The card charges $300 a month.
I eat what my chef prepares for me every meal. And I go to the gym for 2 hours. Give me a break.
It's a trade-off for not having a dad, because he was on set.
That's true, Wes.
All year round.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. As he has made sure everybody knows, Tom was not there for him. Chet
don't win as many awards as Tom did by staying at home and filming.
No, and Chet let us know that's the reason why.
That's right.
All of the acting out. Okay, we've got to move along. Lots of sour grapes today, guys. Hard Factor Brian sent in some stuff about PETA having some sour grapes and proposing a sex strike with all meat-eating men over climate emissions. So that's their pinned tweet right now saying,
aggressive.
It's time for a strike on sex with meat-eating men.
Yeah.
But as we covered yesterday, actually eating some meat could fix their sour grapes. So look at that. That's a happy little coincidence there. And this is also from Hard Factor Brian, an Australian climate activist who's organizing school strikes over climate change and needing to take action. Her name is Izzy Cook. She recently went on a podcast to put herself on blast for flying to Fiji, even though she has sour grapes for jet fuel. Here's that clip.
For example.
So we would have to apply to have like approved events to be able to fly for.
Well, that's one thing that you could look at doing.
Am I allowed to go to Fiji? Is that necessary?
In the current climate crisis, I don't think that that's necessary.
When was the last time you were on a plane?
I'm not sure. Maybe a few months ago, to be honest.
Where'd you go?
Fiji.
Izzy. Izzy. Don't you care about the climate, Izzy?
Of course I care about the climate.
Not enough. You went to Fiji. Izzy, come on, mate. Are you serious?
Izzy, you dumb bitch.
Yeah, Izzy won't reply.
You see what I did there, Izzy? Yeah.
Izzy, are you still there, you cunt?
Yeah. Oh, no, she's probably hung up and gone into Fiji.
Cunt hung up, didn't she, Izzy?
Oh, Izzy. Why would she admit that? What are you doing, Izzy? You're a climate activist. You can't admit that you flew to Fiji? That's crazy. And finally,
she did all the water activities and everything.
Bro, yeah, with the jet skis.
Yeah,
I mean, so much
skis.
oil on the top of the in the ocean. It's incredible. So many like trash straws they threw
boats,
in the beach.
Planes, cars.
Rented ATVs in the rainforest.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Show. Yeah,
it was lovely. And finally, in the Sour Grapes corner from Kentucky Man Jordan, I wanted to play a flat earther on TikTok who's got sour grapes for all Globers. His name is Flat Earth Millionaire, but his videos are all voiced over copyrighted music, so I can't really play that for anybody. So instead,
what
here's
type of
one.
music does he listen to?
Oh, all like mostly hip hop, but trending hip hop. So, but here's one from Hard Factor Aristocrat about a New Jersey man who was caught on video pissing and dropping bags of shit on his ex-wife's grave. You heard that correctly. That's right, at the Tappan Reformed Church Cemetery in Orangetown, New York, just over the border of New Jersey. Michael Andrew Murray, here he is. He's upset.
Whoa.
You can see. He's very
What's
mad.
his chain say?
Ill a rock.
Lil Rock.
Yeah, something. He's got a very skin tight fade, chin strap goatee, and a couple of what is that, like highlight streaks in his hair? What do you call that? A part?
Yeah, I don't know what you're calling it.
Douchebag marks.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyways, you might feel differently in a
I want
second,
him to look
guys.
like cocaine lines.
Yeah.
Right. in his hair.
Yeah.
Michael Andrew Murray, fellas, he repeatedly noticed deli bags full of feces placed near the grave of his mother, Linda Torello, multiple times. And so he contacted the police. He's like, this is why he's got the angry selfie in front of the grave, right?
I recognize the bags because I work at this deli.
It's my favorite deli.
Yeah, that's what,
Yeah. And I can't tell who's putting poops in the bags.
Yeah.
All right. Murray then got permission to place cameras on the cemetery grounds to try and catch this mysterious pooper in
Good
action. Right. And Michael got his man. It was Linda's unnamed ex-husband. And he's not named because it happened just over the border in Orangetown, New York. And he's only been charged with public urination so far. So his name's not released yet. And if Orangetown, New York sounds similar, Mark, that's where I got beat up at the Hilton.
that is a rough area.
So the police do not do anything there.
They don't give a shit about bags.
Know that
shit.
for a fact. Yeah. So anyways, this guy's from this cemetery's in Orangetown or whatever. So basically Michael's pissed because nothing's happening to this guy because the cops just don't.
You can get away with murder in Orangetown.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want. Regardless, fellas, here is the tape of the unnamed man at the grave. And please describe to the listeners what's happening because it's just a silent security.
Okay, so we've got a view of like someone's pulling into the cemetery.
Yeah.
Someone's pulling in a car, silver, like CRV type.
Yeah, it's like a Ford something.
Okay.
All
They
right.
pull up right in front of the cemetery building. I mean,
Taking
it's
their
dusk.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dusk, like early morning. Early morning.
Dusk.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes
Has the
someone.
lights on. Oh.
Here comes a man. He looks like his belly's extended from his shirt. He's lifting up his shirt to
Right.
show his belly.
He's like an old guy.
Looks like Santa Claus.
It's like an old alcoholic.
Yeah. He does. And he is pulling down his pants. And,
Oh, what is he? Oh, there he goes.
and he's peeing on the grave.
Yeah.
There he goes.
He's
There he
peeing on
is.
the grave.
He's got like a ball cap, white Santa long hair, beard combo, red shirt, pants
your
falling
presence.
down,
Yeah.
pissing right on
And he's muttering, I told you I'd piss on your grave.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
told
Linda
you-
Torello's grave.
I
Yeah.
told you I'd piss on your grave. What
She
did I
passed away in
tell you?
2017. Yeah.
So he's been doing this
So-
for years.
Yeah. You got to think he
He's
has.
been pissing on her grave for 5 years.
You got to think he has, Mark. The
Is that
68-year-old.
biological father of homeboy or stepdad?
No, not his biological father, but we'll get into it. How he's related here. The 68-year-old man, fellas, visited the cemetery almost every morning between 6:14 a.m. and 6:18 a.m. with his current wife. So brings his current wife along to urinate on Linda Torello's grave. And apparently he claims that Linda Torello had a daughter out of wedlock when they were married 40 some odd years ago.
That cheating skank.
And that's why he left her. Right. But DNA tests proved that it was his daughter after all in the end, but still
he didn't want to raise the daughter.
nope. And still he pisses on her grave with immense sour grapes every single morning.
Those are some sour grapes.
Yeah, this is my Hanks fit. I wake up at 6:18. I go over and piss on her grave every morning.
Yeah, crack a beer, drive over there with a beer,
Yeah, this is my Hanks fit, more.
chug my
I'm
beer.
telling you, Chet, this really gets me going. You
Get
should
a
try it
good
out.
piss going. I can't almost nearly not hold it once I get there.
Yeah, I pee a little in my pants. This guy's such a bastard that he refused to raise his biological daughter and then claimed his wife who didn't cheat on him cheated on him, and then now
Yeah.
he pisses on her grave.
And then his new wife is such a psycho that she goes with him every single day.
She's into
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's a real Orangetown, New York. Watch out. Linda's son was left shocked after all that happened, was that the unnamed man so far is just getting a public urination charge. So he's like out of state plus a misdemeanor. So they're not releasing his name. And this is what Michael says. He says, I can't get my wife to go out to dinner, but this guy gets his wife to go along with him to desecrate my mom's remains every morning. So Michael is furious.
Michael's on his way to peeing on a grave.
Kind of soft. Michael should not have called the cops. If Michael was as hard as he wants his picture to look, he would have done this all undercover and then beat the shit out of this guy.
That's what he has to do, and Orangetown cops won't care. That's what they're like, just deal with it.
That's the vibe there. Yeah.
That's what they're like, well, deal with it.
Right. They are sour grape making machines. In his case, he needs to just turn his sour grapes into revenge wine.
Yeah, the witnesses at the hotel that were sober that worked there even told them that Will was jumped by, and they're like, no, we don't care. We're
like, we're not filing no report.
we
You
don't
kidding?
care.
You kidding? I like called them back for when I was out of town. I'm like, so there's nothing you can do. I mean, I was jumped in your town, like, and like a billion witnesses told you I fucking broke my ankle. And like, yeah. I mean, like, is a real he said she said situation there. So what? And it's just like, okay, so there's nothing. I mean,
look, pal, this is Orangetown. Yeah. No luck. All right, guys. This segment I have is called Lovers That Took Things a Little Too Far. First up, let's head to Brazil to meet congressional candidate 40-year-old Saulo Batista. Here he is. All right. So, like, I like to look out. I like to sit outdoors. He's 40 years old. The husband and father of two is running for Congress, but he's definitely not running for father or husband of the year because he spends a lot of his spare time fucking extremely hot 29-year-old Deza Garcia instead of parenting or fucking his wife.
Oh,
Here's
okay.
Deza. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There's Deza.
She's a model, right? I mean,
She sure should be.
something like that. Yeah.
Probably. I think.
Spare time, huh?
Aren't most Brazilian women? I don't know. Deza got a little too comfortable, probably though, because she was told one too many times that the schlub was going to totally leave his wife for her. Maybe she saw he was down in the polls. I don't know. But she showed up to Batista's apartment to get some of her things after they like kind of ended it. Like they got in a fight, kind of ended it. And she's like, well, I'm going to show up and get my things. And when she showed up to the apartment, the wife was there. Uh-oh. Now you've got two Brazilian women angry.
Oh, you're fucked.
That's not good. That's a real box of tarantulas. So they started fighting while Batista was yelling, "Stop it!" in Portuguese. And at some point, Deza left with the "Stop it!"
He's calling Deza a whore.
Yeah. I don't know who this whore is.
I love you. I love you.
She means nothing.
She's crazy.
What a situation. Yeah, you're going to be under immense pressure. I mean,
Wait till you hear. He barely got out of it alive, literally. At some point, Deza left with the help of building security, but she got back into Batista's apartment moments later after all the men escorting her out fell victim to her charms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
ooh.
That's
like,
her.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
I mean,
like-
she's
she's
gorgeous.
She's like, I've calmed down. They're like, yeah, I'm sure you have. Just to this time though, the wife was not her target. She had thought about it, and it was that no good scumbag, hairy man, liar Batista she was really mad at. So she grabbed what she said was whatever object she could find and struck him with it. It just so happened to be a kitchen knife, that object, and she just happened to strike him 3 times in the chest with it.
Oh, so a murder. So
Well, he survived because she's, he got it in the arm, he got it in the chest. He survived.
it's probably good for her though in the end, right? I mean, less jail time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, a lot less jail time. Batista's okay. He probably has some medical bills and a divorce lawyer on speed dial, but he also has one hell of a story for Brazilian Congress. Am I right?
Yeah.
And
He's a fighter.
yeah. Well, Deza was not charged in the incidents because she claimed Batista's wife was the aggressor, and then she batted her eyelashes.
Right. So she's walking around.
She's not charged yet.
Right. Yeah.
Really?
They brought her in. They
Way to
heard the
go.
stories. They let her go, and now they're going to do an investigation where a bunch of cops are just going to show up to her house and be like, "Tell me again what happened." Yeah,
we really believe Deza here. So
yeah, I could use some espresso, Deza. Yes.
Very compelling.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, case closed. We might come back to talk to you though. All right, next one. Another lover that she took things too far. I'd say that's a lover that took things a little too far. So,
stab
It's
him
her
in the
fault
chest.
too. She shouldn't have been involved with a married man.
Yeah, no, he's no angel, but I think
He's
she took
no
things
angel,
a
but
little too
neither
far.
is she. Yeah.
Right. All right. Another lover that took things a little too far and is not as easy on the eyes is Michigan man Mark Latunski. And with a name like that, he wasn't solving the world's toughest equations. Latunski. Yeah. In fact, it ends with him eating some other guy's testicles.
Oh no.
Yes.
That's right.
He looks like, what he looks like? He looks like, put it back up. He looks like meth Gandalf.
He does. Yeah. He looks like meth Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like if Shia
LaBeouf playing Gandalf in 20 years.
Gandalf. Yeah.
Yeah, he's one shower away from looking like really famous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right though. Mark went on Grindr to meet another
Right. I feel
man.
bad we're laughing about this guy because holy shit.
It's bad. Mark went on Grindr to meet another man, and he did when he met a hairdresser half his age named Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon was also a student at the University of Michigan, Flint. So Mark and Kevin met up, and Kevin thought they were just going to hook up. But instead, in December 2019, Mark stabbed Kevin in the back, then took Kevin's body to his kitchen, and started cutting up parts of his body to eat, specifically the testicles, Mark's favorite part.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, the report read like he basically field dressed him like that lady did the husky.
That's right.
And then
I thought it was a wolf.
Yeah, went to the kitchen with the. No, Mark Latunski knew it was a gay man. That's a fact. Yeah, that's.
Yeah,
it's like my grandfather used to say,
never trust something a Polish joke.
No, never mind.
A gay joke.
Yeah. Gay serial killer.
They'll eat your testes. So yeah, gay serial killers. What's worse than 2 gay serial killers?
Yeah. 3.
Police found Bacon's corpse hanging in Latunski's basement, minus some body parts. The reason this story, which I believe we definitely covered in 2019, is coming back around is because Latunski just pled guilty to murder and cannibal testicle ingestion, which is good because Bacon's lawyer, speaking for the family, said, well, now we won't have to go through a lengthy trial. Seeing Kevin's pictures again in court, maybe we won't have to go through all that, which is, I'd say skipping the pictures might be good for everyone.
Right. Of Latunski's murder scene with the testicles missing. Yeah. I mean, that guy is such a psycho. Imagine this too. Fucking Shia LaBeouf Gandalf walks into the courtroom and the judge is like, son, did you do this murder and eat this man's testicles? And he's just like, oh yeah, I did it all. Oh yeah.
Guilty.
I mean, like, what the fuck? Like this
insane.
dude is like beyond insane. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, lock him up. Here's a picture of Kevin before he met Mark, R.I.P. To a guy that probably had a tough life being named Kevin Bacon. That's that sucks. Kevin's father.
I feel you with the Will Smith there, but all right, Peter Kevin. It's insane. I mean, got fished on fucking Grindr, right?
Yeah, he did. And it was a quick date. Kevin's father also reportedly said there is no punishment severe enough for Latunski's crimes, to which I'd say, I don't know. Having someone do exactly what he did to him might be severe enough.
Yeah. That
There's
could be
one crime I can think of.
Well, I mean, I'm glad Latunski's gone for it. He's got like 1 billion murder charges and corpse mutilation charges, but whoa, he took things a little too far, Mark.
Did Latunski look like that when they met? I mean, that's just quite the match, those two.
I don't think so, Wes.
Yeah.
Wes, he had
used a different picture.
He had a catfish.
It might have looked like that when he showed up, but
he for sure had a catfish account, right?
Kevin needed to. No offense, he needed to set his standards a little higher.
He sure did, but Latunski didn't use that picture. No way. He had like a picture of Gandalf, perhaps, or Shia LaBeouf.
Hair slicked back, nice looking.
You know what they say in the Book of Exodus: a testy for a testy. So that's.
Yeah, maybe Michigan should consider it, Mark.
That's the other lover that took things a little too far today. Should we play which one's worse, or you guys want to just say it's Latunski?
Latunski.
Latunski.
Yep.
All right, let's bring up the wheel. It's Latunski. Latunski wins.
How do you get
Cup of coffee in the big time tomorrow. Thursday's episode.
Oh, Wes,
Weasley.
Double dip.
The wheel knows. The wheel knows, but the wheel doesn't know football, unfortunately. For everybody who took the poll and said that the wheel was going to be above 500 on the season, bad news for you. The wheel is 2 out of 6 on single game picks, and the full parlay list was dead after one game. So so far, the wheel has not had much insight into NFL football, but it did do well in NBA playoffs, hockey, and politics so far. But NFL,
I'm starting to think if you asked the wheel which one's worse, he'd pick Daza. It would pick Daza. I'm a little concerned.
You think it's that bad off? Well,
I think
it doesn't know
it's
football
rocker
at all.
right now. Yeah.
And Brazilians love football, so
Yeah,
maybe
it's true.
Maybe it wouldn't get it.
All right. Well, we'll see. We'll keep tabs on it. It's a long season. It got the Colts right, and no one else did.
That's true.
Over the Chiefs.
I'll give a little green mark for the Colts.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Well, did you spin the wheel before you brought it up?
Oh,
no. Why wasn't it spinning?
Wow.
What do you mean? Why wasn't it spinning?
Wes is contesting his double dip.
What do you mean? Why wasn't it spinning?
When I open the wheel, it spins unless I spin it, and then it stops.
Wow,
what do you mean?
Are you contesting the spin?
I don't understand what you're trying to say.
I'm being a little bit funny here, but I'm also when you pull up the wheel. When you pull up the wheel, this is what it does.
It would look
when
like
you haven't
that, right?
spun anything.
Did mine didn't look like that? Mine.
No, it wasn't.
Oh
it
yeah,
wasn't spinning.
No, mine sits still. I'll pull it up right now.
Oh, why does yours sit still?
Wow.
Mine sits still. Check it out. I'm gonna pull it up for you right now.
I would say
check it.
I would say regardless, you're on coffee.
I am
sitting still. Still on Wes. Look at that.
Wow. Spin it again.
Well, now it sits still because you just spun it. You just spun
because
it.
I don't close my tab out. Wes.
Oh, okay. You don't close it.
Sits,
Okay.
It just sits there.
You never close the wheel. Okay.
No, never close the wheel. The wheel stays. The wheel's always around.
I don't think Wes wants to do coffee tomorrow. All right, but that's going to do it for today's show.
A little weird. That's all I'm saying.
Thank you all for tuning in. Tomorrow, Wes has coffee. And we hope you all have a great fucking day.